Hello, fight fans. Thanks for joining us at MMA Insider. Before we get rolling with today's news, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. Now let's uncover the latest happenings in MMA. Starting off, pros react after Ilia Topuria KOs Max Holloway at UFC 308. Moving on, Donald Trump praises Bo Nickal during recent Joe Rogan podcast appearance. Lastly, Francis Ngannou issues cold response to bully Dana White's latest attacks. Today's UFC 308 event was headlined by a men's featherweight title fight featuring Ilia Topuria taking on Max Holloway. Today's UFC 308 main event proved to be a thrilling back-and-forth affair for as long as it lasted. Ilia seemed to struggle to find his range in the opening rounds due to the Hawaiian's height advantage and movement. However, he eventually found a home for his big right hand and ended up dropping Max Holloway in the early moments of round 3. Although Max got back to his feet and started firing back punches, Ilia kept his foot on the gas and eventually connects with a massive left hook that sent Max crashing to the canvas. Some follow-up shots were all the referee needed to see to call a stop to the contest. Check out how the pros reacted to Ilia versus Holloway below. Ilia has dynamite in his hands. Give Ilia the BMF belt. Damn bro, is him illa, holy shit. Wow, Ilia stops Max Holloway. That was crazy. Levels. Whoa, El Matador, and still. His boxing is nasty. Ilia got some hands of stone. Hell of a finish. Wow, amazing finish. Donald Trump praised rising UFC star Bo Nickal during a recent appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. In the last few years, Bo Nickal has emerged as one to watch in the world of mixed martial arts. His wrestling background helped get him on the map, but now he's creating a real pedigree for himself as a future star in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. The undefeated Nickal is set to return to action at UFC 309 when he goes to war with Paul Craig. In addition to his MMA career, he also isn't afraid to voice his political opinions, and he's made it crystal clear that he's a big fan of 2024 presidential nominee Donald Trump. During Trump's recent podcast alongside Joe Rogan, he revealed that he's a big fan of Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal, he's a great fighter. How's he gonna do? I think he's terrific. He's almost like undefeated in college. When is he fighting again? Oh, that's gonna be interesting. After the election UFC 309, so I'll either go as president or I'll be depressed and I won't bother going. Yeah, I think they're having a fight right after. Bo Nickal, at the age of just 28, has the world at his feet. He is gearing up for a major run, and in the eyes of many, he has what it takes to eventually become a world champion in mixed martial arts. When it comes to Dana White's continued attempts to paint his UFC departure a certain way, Francis Ngannou is doing his best to take the high road. But he also wants to keep it real. On Thursday, White was asked to share his thoughts on Ngannou's performance in his first-round TKO win over Renan Ferreira this past weekend at PFL Battle of the Giants. Rather than give his take on Ngannou's in-cage performance, White went out of his way to rehash how things ended with Ngannou, at least according to him. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you what I think about Francis. Francis is all about the money. Francis left because he knew if he fought John Jones and didn't win, it would hurt his chances of making the money he wanted to make. But realistically, his deal was bigger here. His deal was bigger here if he stayed in the UFC. I think I told this story a million times. They can deny it all they want. Why the would I lie? What do I care? It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. White later said that he wanted to release Ngannou in 2018 after consecutive losses to Stipe Miocic and Derek Lewis, but he didn't because someone begged him not to. Ngannou can't seem to understand why White won't stop talking bad about him. I went out there, did a fight, had a good fight for my son's memory, but the guy can't stand. I don't know what is his problem. I think he needs to make peace with himself. He could have just said, we didn't find an agreement. We couldn't come to a deal, but good luck to him. That's it, you know? Good for him, and we continue our lives. What's the problem here? I think the problem is he can't handle this loss. Dana has lost in this situation, and the only thing is that he cannot stand it. Bro, I won everything. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Your dedication and support fuel our passion to bring you the latest and greatest in the MMA world. If you enjoyed today's news, please give us a thumbs up and share it with fellow MMA fans. Remember to subscribe to stay in the loop with daily MMA updates. We've got a lot of exciting news, interviews, and analysis coming your way every single day. Your engagement helps us grow and serve the MMA community even better. Once again, thank you for being an integral part of our daily MMA journey.